Hello friends, after addition and subtraction of matrix, now we will discuss about the multiplication of two matrices. So when we can say that two matrices are conformable for multiplications, there is a rule, there is some certain condition by following that we can multiply two matrices. So what is that particular condition? So we can say that two matrices are multiplicable, or we can say they are conformable for multiplications if and only if the number of columns in matrix A, that is pre-multiplier matrix A, the number of columns in that matrix A is equal to the number of rows in matrix B, that is post multiplier. So if A is a matrix of order m by n, so number of columns means this must be equal to the number of rows in the second. If these are same, only in that case we can multiply two matrices. Now, if you multiply them, you will get a third matrix. You can say the name of the matrix will be C, and the order of that particular matrix will be M by P. Right? So the new matrix will be of the order M by P. Now, how can we multiply? Let us see with the help of an example. Let us. This is matrix A and this is matrix B, for example. So, is this these two matrices are conformable for multiplication? Let us check. So, first of all, see that matrix A is of order 3 by 3. Here the number of column is 3. Right? And in matrix B, here 1, 2, 3. Three rows are there and 2 columns are there. So the order of the matrix will be 3 by 2. So according to our condition, we can multiply these two matrices only when the number of columns in the pre-multiplier must be equal to the number of rows in the post-multiplier. So number of rows and means number of columns in the first is equal to number of rows in the second. In that case, we can multiply. So it means we can multiply A with B. Right? So how can the multiplication will take place? Now multiplication will take place because we have taken here, we means for multiplication what we have to do, the rows, first rows of matrix A will be multiplied to the first column of the second matrix, and the multiplication will be corresponding. Means the element of the matrix C, that is first element, will be you can say C11 will be like this. This A11, this row is multiplied by the column, and the corresponding elements of the row will be multiplied with the corresponding element of matrix B. Means for the resultant matrix, the first element will be like this. A11 will be multiplied by B11 plus second element, that is A12 will be multiplied by B21, and third, that is A13 will be multiplied by B31. Then you will get the first element of the resultant matrix, that is C11. Similarly, for C12, the same row will be multiplied by the second column with the corresponding element. Means this element A11 will go with B12 plus A12 will go with B22 plus A13 will go with B32. Similarly, after if this row is multiplied by C1 and C2, the next row will do the same, follow the same process, and like this we get a third matrix, that is C. We get a third matrix, that is C, of order of that matrix will be 3 by 2. It will be 3 by 2, means the resultant matrix will have 3 rows and 2 columns. So just like you can remember, like the multiplication is take place just like the number 7. We have to take the row and multiply it with the column of the second matrix, and the corresponding elements will be multiplied. Let us take another example, and we learn about the product of the matrices. For example, A is any matrix 2, 3, 1. What is the order of this matrix? Definitely 1, 2, 3. 3 into 1. And B is another matrix. Let us take 4, 5, 6. This has 1 into 3. Right? This is 3 into 1, and this is of the order 1 into 3. So, how the multiplication will take place? Definitely, first of all, we have to check the multiplication of A with B is possible or not. For that, we have to check that number of row in the pre-multiplier must be equal to the number of column in the pre-multiplier must be equal to the number of rows in the second. So here this is same. It means we can multiply these two matrices, and the outcome, that is resultant matrix, will be of the order 3 by 3. How the multiplication will take place? Let us see. AB. Now we have to multiply, the row will be multiplied by the column of the second matrix. Now this is row number 1, having only one element, will be multiplied by the 4, that is column number 1 of the second matrix. So it will be 2 into 4. Directly you can write 8. Now this multiplication with this column matrix is over. Now this row will multiply the second column. So it will be 2, 5, 10. Similarly 2 into 6, it will be 12. Then row number 1 is multiplied with all the columns. So now we will take the second row, that is 3, will multiply the first column, that is 3 into 4. 3 into 4. So it will be 12. 3 into 5, 15. 3 into 6, 80. Now 3 is multiplied by each of the columns. Now we will take the third row, that is started with 1. So the multiplication will be 1 with 4, will give us 4. 1 with 5, it will be 5. 1 with 6, it will be 6. So this will be our resultant matrix of order 3 by 3. You can give the name of the matrix PC. Let us take another example of the matrix multiplication. Let again a matrix 2, 3, 4, 5. The order of the matrix is 2 by 2. And let us take another matrix B. that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Order is 2 by 3. So first of all we will check again that they means the multiplication of these two matrices is possible or not, means AB is defined or not. So define, what is the meaning of multiplication? Defined means the number of columns in the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So this is same, number of rows, number of columns in the first matrix is equal to number of rows in the second matrix. It means this is feasible. Multiplication is conformable. So multiply it. How can we multiply? Again, the process will remain same. We will take the row just like row by first column, then row, that row means first row with the second column, then again first row by the third column. So multiply these two will be multiply with 1. So it will be 2 into 1. The corresponding element, second one is 3. That will be multiplied with 4. So plus 3 is multiplied by 4. The multiplication of row number 1 with column number 1 of matrix B is over. So it will multiply with the second column. So corresponding element 2 into 2 plus 3 into 5. Then again this row number 1 will multiply with column number 3. The corresponding element will be, gives us the output 2 into 3, 3 into 6. Right? Similarly, the second row will multiply with the first column, row, column, row, column, row, column. Right? So 4 with 1 plus 5 and 4 plus 4 and this 2. Sorry, this 4 with 2 plus 5 and 5 or again with third column 4 with 3 plus 5 with 6. Right? Now write the output, that is 2 or 12, it will be 14, 4 or 15, 19, 6 or 18, 24, and this is 24, and this is 31, 33, and this is 42. So it will be a resultant matrix of order 2 by 3. So likewise we can multiply these matrices with different order, but we have to remember that the multiplication must be conformable, means we have to check the number of column of the first matrix must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Only in that case we can multiply. Right? Now